Good morning. Wondering how you are today, how you're feeling, and what you're bringing today to your meditation. So this practice is a really beautiful invitation to meet yourself where you are. Not trying to change anything, but realizing, remembering, accepting that we are a whole person with all of the gamut of emotions. And when we feel the harder ones, not to try and eject from them, but to sit with them and get comfortable with them. And you're probably aware that as we try and avoid stuff, what we're doing is we are shutting off that one emotion, but also shutting off the range of all the good stuff. So if we're trying to avoid grief, or we're trying to avoid sadness, or we're trying to avoid anxiety, guess what we end up turning to? Morning Shelley, morning Roxy. So this practice is a really lovely way of breathing into the full range, knowing that you are strong, resourceful, and you can do this. Whatever it is you're facing, you can do this. It's not too much. It's not too big. It's not too heavy. You can do this. So also what we're doing today is we are breathing in. Morning, Emma. We are breathing into our creativity and flow. And I don't know about you, but it feels like a constant roller coaster of emotion. You know, you start off feeling super inspired, motivated, creative, and then literally within the hour, within the day, within the week, you then go on a complete landslide into, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know how I'm supposed to be showing up during this time. And it can be really hard, but the more comfortable you get with all these feelings, the more you start to look at them with a sort of eagle view rather than a view of a beetle stuck in a... I always think about when the kids used to collect mini beasts and used to bring them in that Tupperware and go, look what I've got. You've looked at that, get the lid off. That's how it feels sometimes. And then suddenly you can go from that to being the eagle. What we're going to do through the breathwork is we're going to go and look at it, life with the eagle eye view. So if you're new or you're doing this doing this later, all you need to do is have somewhere flat that you can lie that's comfortable. Maybe a blanket to pull over you and something to cover your eyes. And it can just be a flannel, it can be an eye mask, whatever's comfortable for you. So if you want to, morning Holly, if you want to close your eyes for a moment, you can be lying down or sitting up. Then we're just going to take a few moments to take some deep breaths in through the nose to start, and then out through the mouth. And then repeating that in through the nose, but then out through the nose and slowing the breath down. And just noticing how the body's feeling. Just noticing if you're holding on to anything particular. It might be having things to do, or it might be worry about how you're going to, morning Joe, morning Gail, how you're going to get through this, what life's going to look like on the other side, which is all rational thought. And just noticing where you might be holding that in the body. Are you holding it in your chest? Are you holding it in a shoulder? I've been speaking to a lot of people recently that have been getting real pain or haven't been able to sleep. And I think this is just part of the process. So just noticing where you might be holding that and not trying to change anything. And just smiling to yourself. We've got this. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes. Okay, so if you want to go and lie down, wherever that might be, it can be on your bed, it can be on a yoga mat, just make sure you've got something nice and warm to pull over you. I like to light a candle or burn some sage or put some essential oil either on my skin or in the air, whatever you like. I like to make this practice a really special kind of gift to myself. And be assured that the resistance to doing this is real. If you're bringing resistance, you're in the right place. I can start off thinking I'm going to do this practice, and by the end of the day, still not done it. And then I do it and I feel so good and wonder why it is so hard to nourish ourselves with the things that make us feel good. So know that you are going to feel probably a ton of resistance, and know that that's normal, and that it will just go. It will shift. As you get into the breath, your body knows what to do, and your body knows what it needs as well. So if you're lying down now, just get your eye cover. Make sure you've got a blanket. And I'm going to get you to make some sound as well. So if you've got something you want to shout into, if you need to stay quiet, feel free. But if you want to have a good holler, don't cover your mouth at all. So I'm going to show you before we start the breath. So if you're new, it's 3-part breath. So it's 2 breaths in, 1 breath out. So the first breath is taken in through the belly. The second breath is taken in through the heart space. And the third breath is a lovely exhale. So with me. I know that it's normal to feel a little bit of resistance sometimes in the belly, in the heart space. What we're doing is simply moving energy. We're not getting into it. We're moving energy through the belly, moving it up through the heart space, up through the lens of love, and then we're exhaling. So when you're ready, if you want to lie down, we'll get started. Softening the belly as you breathe. Maybe blowing up your belly another 20-30%. And knowing that this is an opportunity to connect with your energy, your essence, whatever you call it, to get into that zone where you feel alive and connected and at home and safe and held in your own skin, all by your own self. Finding your own rhythm, but starting with a big belly breath. Imagining this is a wave moving through your body, and as you breathe in through your tummy, imagining that you are pulling up energy from your toes all the way through your legs up into your torso. And really exhaling as a You're doing really well. And as you're breathing, just being aware, whether you're here in person or watching it later, that you are part of a circle of energy. You're not doing this alone. We are holding this space together. You might start to feel energy moving in the body. You might start to feel tingling fingers. Maybe put your fingers into a fist and open them up. All is perfectly natural and welcome. We are waking up the energy in our body. our chi, our prana, moving it through, feeling all the benefits. Don't worry if you feel a little lightheaded, this will pass. This is why this meditation is so good for people who have busy minds. If your mind is buzzing still, don't worry. Just letting the thoughts melt away, come into your conscious and letting them drop away. Letting go of any attachment. Coming back to your breath. Letting your breath be the guide to your internal landscape. Noticing if there's any parts of your body that feel sleepy or tired or stuck. And taking your breath to those parts. And you might be feeling like you're moving into a really nice flow now. Energy is starting to move through the body. Waking up those parts of you that might have been sleepy or afraid or stuck. And bringing light and love to those parts of yourself. And saying after me, it's safe to be in my body. And it's safe to feel it all. Yes, it is. And if your hands are buzzing, maybe giving them a shake. Stretching the mouth. If you're feeling like your mouth is feeling tingly, wiggling your hips. Enjoying this beautiful sensation in your body. It's all yours. Staying with the breath. And if you're still feeling resistant, don't worry. You don't have to do anything. As you move the breath through your body, it knows what to do. Moving into a flow of some kind. However that feels for you, all is welcome. And if the resistance is feeling strong for you today, we're going to move it by making some sound. So we're going to start by doing a goofy laugh, and the goofier the better. And you don't have to feel it, it's totally forced. and it's funny and it moves energy. So don't let me be the only one that sounds like a crazy person. So if you're in an apartment or flat, or you've got kids that are asleep, if you've got teenagers, maybe grab a cushion. But if you are solo, let this be the biggest release. So after 3, we're going to laugh together. 1, 2, 3. Give your hands a shake, come back to the breath. Beautiful job. You are doing so well. Just think of what a great gift you are giving to yourself this morning, or whenever you're doing it. This week I got talking with a friend of mine who was doing a course about the word discipline, and discipline just turns me so off. But devotion, now that sounds more like it. Thinking of this practice as an act of devotion to you, to your heart, to your well-being, to everybody around you. Because when you're lit up, feeling strong, clear, perceptive, powerful, connected, your light burns so bright. And the things that you are looking for, they are looking for you too, so you're like a magnet. A magnet for creativity, for serendipity, for luck, magic, whatever you call it. Opening up access points, touch points within the body. Waking her up. Or him. Connecting with those parts of you that may have been sleepy or stuck, or feeling less than, or getting lost in the noise, not sure about how to show up in your work, in your family life, in your relationship, and bringing light to those parts. You don't have to do anything. We are raising our vibration. And naturally, by doing that, it shines a light on everything. Opening us up to new possibility. Moving energy through the belly, up through the heart space, up through the lens of love and compassion, And then just letting it go through the throat. What do you want to let go of? What landing pattern are you in at the moment? Going round and round and round and round and round and round, playing over the same story, the same scenario, the same self-beliefs. What would you like to let go of? And I want you to grab your cushion, and after 3, we're going to shout and let it go. Let it move through the throat. 1, 2, 3. And again, if it feels good. Beautiful. And then coming back to your breath. Staying with the breath. Maybe giving your hands a shake, your hips a wriggle. You might feel buzzing, tingling all over your body. You might feel it in your face. All is welcome. This is healing energy. It's energy on the move. This breath work is so good if you're feeling any kind of ailments, because it is a healing breath. It's a healing process. So great if you have asthma, insomnia, pain, chronic pain. It works for everything. You are connecting to your energy center in your body, your energy centers, waking them up, creating space for healing, reprogramming. Seeing if you can blow up your belly another 20-30%. And imagining that this is a wave moving through you. And like the tide, we're never supposed to be fully stuck, full tide, or fully stuck with the tide out. We are a vessel for emotion to move through. And emotion, something that as a society we can find really hard to make space for, is just energy, emotion. So if you're feeling emotion come up, if you're feeling tears or joy, let it all come, let it all move through you. All is welcome. We're here to experience the full body. Nothing, no stone left unturned. Welcoming it all, because you can hold it all. We are not broken. We don't need fixing. We have everything we need right here. So this next song is the last song of the active breath. So if you've got anything to let go of, now would be the time if you've been holding anything in the tank. So let's really put everything we can into this, really blowing up the belly. And if you want to laugh, feel free. If you want to shout, feel free. This is your moment, your time. It feels very powerful today. It feels like we're moving a lot of energy together. And you are part of this beautiful circle. And imagine that there is this golden thread connecting us all in this moment, whether you're breathing in person or you're breathing afterwards. No matter. We are all parts of this amazing circle of energy. Make these last few breaths really count. We're on the home straight. So now we move into the resting breath, which is all done through the nose. So you're going to take a couple of deep inhales through the nose and out through the nose. As we transition, and now we move into the complete rest phase. Bathing in that beautiful energy that you've built up with the active breath. And as you lay here, I want you to imagine bringing your guides. They can be people from this life or the next who you love unconditionally, or whom you love unconditionally. And welcoming them in to stand beside you. And imagine opening your heart, peeling back the layers until you're unaware of the edges. They just melt. And imagine receiving more love than you can ever imagine. Imagine love pouring from the sun like warm honey, filling every cell in your body. And then imagining sending that love out like light beams through your body to the planet, to humanity, to the cosmos. And then feeling it return to you in perfect balance and harmony, giving and receiving. And as we lay here for a few more moments, let's connect to the elements and show gratitude for the elements that are always supporting us in everything that we do. To the earth for holding us and giving us fertile soil and the chance for new beginnings. And the knowledge that often, even when we can't see what's coming, new life, new beginnings are happening all around us. And to the sun for her warmth and her presence and her guiding light and energy through this last month particularly. And for the life it's brought to everything around us with the green and the leaves and the flowers. And to the stars and that incredible timely meteor shower. And as they remind us, we can be in the darkest of nights, and all we need to do is look up to find our way home. And to the moon and her cycles, reminding us that there is a beginning, a middle and an end, and a new beginning. And to the rivers and the oceans that remind us of flow. And just remembering that this is within us and we are within it because we are the same. So bringing your awareness back to the room, very slowly. Back to your body. Just noticing the quality of your breath. Maybe wriggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe rolling onto your side. And taking it very easy. We did big work today. So maybe when we finish, grab yourself a glass of water. Go and chill for a little bit if you can. And if you're watching it later, maybe you can roll over and go to sleep afterwards. But I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for showing up this morning and gifting this to yourself and letting me be a part of that. It's the greatest honor. And remember that you did this. You know, this was the space, this is the portal, but you did this. This is within you. You have your tools. You have your answers. You have everything that you need. And then slowly, when you're ready, coming up to sitting. Just smiling to yourself. And sending the energy of that smile through every cell in your body, like little love notes. And if you want to get in touch and tell me how your experience was, please do. I love hearing what comes through for you, how you feel. And if you want to do more of this practice, please come and find me at ellieloves.com. And you can find my classes on there, or I'm on Instagram _Ellie Loves. And I would love to breathe with you again and see what unfolds. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. have the most beautiful day. And if you leave with one thing, let it be that you're going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. Thank you.